Hello everyone and welcome to our podcast. My name is Shamsa and I will be hosting today's episode in which we are going to talk about music. More precisely, we are going to discuss where the border between music and business is. I'll try and define what music is and how it impacts society through my experience, and then I'll say a few words about business. So, what is music? According to the definition you find in books, music is vocal or instrumental sounds combined in such a way to produce beauty of form, harmony, and expression of emotion. It is an art form that no culture in the world has omitted. The beauty of sound is universal. Music is an essential part of my life. I'm a dancer, and dancing is impossible without music or rhythm to hold on to. This just goes to show how all forms of art are interconnected. They need one another to be fully experienced and engage the senses to awaken the emotions. And because music is universally loved, it is very easy to capitalize on it, to make money from something everybody wants to enjoy. This opens up for an open debate whether what's coming out of the music industry can be categorized as work of art or it is simply just a product. Now let's make a haste and introduce today's participants. Let's introduce our participants from the Bulgarian team.
Hello everybody, I am Plamen and I'm 21 years old. I'm a PR student at the Sofia University St. Clement Ohridsky. I believe in the social and political equality of all sexes, religions, sexual preferences, and nations. And somehow, through music and the musician that I gained inspiration from, I became the person that I am today.
Hello everyone, my name is Radustina. I am 20 years old. I study political science in University of National and World Economy. I'm interested in many things like different types of arts, music, politics, communication with new people, and that's why I'm here in Open Space Foundation.
Hello, I'm Anthony. I'm 17 years old and I study in the 18th school in Sofia, Bulgaria. I'm interested in many things such as art, music, and also photography, especially street photography and roof climbing.
Hello, I'm Nina. I'm 24 years old. I'm a PR student. I find inspiration in diversity, and I believe that everything different is beautiful.
Hello, my name is Viara and I'm studying European Studies at Sofia University. My hobbies include music, cinema, photography, but I also enjoy traveling, and I believe a person is the richest when they actually see the most things possible. I'm 20 years old and that's all.
Well, interesting. Let's introduce our participant from Africa.
Hi, my name is Natal Salama, aka Sarah. I'm a volunteer at Open Space Foundation. I'm a dancer at Soul Expression, and I love sharing ideas with different people and make them have a smile on their faces. Thank you.
Now we are going to hear some music.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
I got a call, I'm not a call.
Maurice Kiria, born in 1984, is a Ugandan actor and singer. He is a multiple award-winning artist with his style of music called Moyo, a Luganda word for soul. After releasing his maiden album in the late 2009, he won the 2010 RFI Discoveries Awards across Africa, beating over 500 musicians. Maurice has grown to be an inspiration and mentor to many Ugandans and African musicians.
Boda boda, hurry up, I need my baby. Boda boda, yangu wasange omwana. Ntwala mangu obudde buyise. Nakusinyangu bwensumagire ndese. Mbadde muwugula bunga njize mize. Ampadde butikiti bwengere wandese. Magamba tumanyi kyolina baganga kiweddewo. She means walking out of my life and leaving me all alone. No, boda boda, hurry up, I need my baby. Boda boda, yangu wasange omwana. Boda boda, hurry up, I need my baby. Boda boda, yangu wasange omwana. Sambya, obudde bugenda. Sambya, obudde bugenda. Sambya, obudde bugenda. Sambya, obudde bugenda. Oh, bagamba tumanyi kyolina, baganga kiweddewo. She means walking out of my life and leaving me all alone. Oh, boda, hurry up, I need my baby. Boda boda, yangu wasange omwana. Boda boda, hurry up, I need my baby. Boda boda, yangu wasange omwana. Boda boda, hurry up, I need my baby. Oh, boda boda, yangu wasange omwana. Boda boda, hurry up, I need my baby. Boda boda, yangu wasange omwana. Yeah. Boda boda, boda boda, boda boda, boda boda, boda. Yeah. Boda boda, hurry up, I need
You're
my
listening
baby.
to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Indeed, music is like food to our soul. And now, after this fine tune, it's time for our guest of today's episode. We are going to focus on how music impacts our lives as an art form or as a business form. I can't wait to hear the diverse points of views of our special participants. Shall we begin then? Let's introduce our first guest today, Plamen.
Hi guys, my personal story is about an artist that I admire. Her name is Lady Gaga, and almost everybody that knows me is familiar with the fact that I'm a huge fan of pop music, and specifically her. She is one of the biggest names in the industry, and she is definitely a living legend. But only a few of my closest friends really know why she and her music are so important to me. Although some people might say that she is nothing more than a money-making machine, by doing a quick research, you can find out what in fact hides behind the extravagant outfits, and I'm sure that you will be surprised. Pop music is considered to be mainstream, and as such, the validation of its impact and value is often missing. But on the other hand, there are some huge names in this genre, like Madonna and Michael Jackson, that changed the game completely, by bringing into pop music something more than catchy tunes, something that is unique and makes people fall in love not only with their music, but with their ideas as well. Artists are capable of influencing people for the greater good, and Lady Gaga is one of those not so many people out there, which is one of the many reasons that I support her and her art. She is an ally to many social ideas which fight for the ideas that I support, empowering women, fighting against hate and prejudice towards the LGBT community, supporting the education of the youth, are just a small part of things that she does when she is not rocking the stage with Metallica, Tony Bennett, Rolling Stones, or just by herself. These things, and of course her music, not only woke with admiration in me, but also made me share her ideas and values. Although she is a huge celebrity and we can definitely define her as a businesswoman earning millions of dollars, She is one of the few globally famous artists who create art and inspires people not only through the music industry. It's not a well-known fact that a big amount of her money from album sales and tours goes back to her fans and other people through her Born This Way Foundation. The foundation supports people who have been abused or bullied because they are different from the crowd. The foundation is sponsoring young people so they could help the fight against discrimination. All of the money that is given to those people comes straight out of Lady Gaga's pocket. This definitely makes her stand out of the crowd of musicians that prefer to spend their money on expensive houses or cars. The true love that she shows to her fans makes her one of a kind. Her messages through her music is not only helping people to get over obstacles in their life, but they're also inspiring them to find for changing the world for the better, step by step. And this is exactly how her music impacted my life.
Wow, that's an interesting part of Lady Gaga, and keep doing what you're doing and listening to her if it makes you feel better.
I'll definitely do this.
So now let's introduce our second participant, Sarah from Africa.
Yeah, to me, music, I take it as a relaxation of mind, because sometimes I don't just listen to every type of music. I just take this music, like the flowing music. For what example can I give? Like Sia's music. I do contemporary, so the words from her music inspires me, and also the flow of her music. Because sometimes there are pieces that we do as a group, so we consider mostly the words so that we give like empowerment to the people. Like for instance, I'm working on a piece for this guy in Uganda called
Probably the name of that person is called Kawesi Richard.
Yeah, Kawesi Richard. This is an artist that sings about Africa, our past and the future. He sings songs to empower the young to move on, not to be like shy, like to get that motivation to stand up for something that you want. So he also inspires me to listen to his music, and I listen to music also because it's my passion too.
Well, Sarah, thank you for those inspiring words. Indeed, music to me and her is a form of something that gives us rhythm to dance to it. So that's an interesting part of music too, Sarah. Let's introduce our next participant, Rodastina from...
Hi everyone, I would like to say I'm such a big fan of music, and I use it a lot when I'm working, when I'm at home and chill, or whatever I do. As Friedrich Nietzsche says, without music life would be a mistake. Music is an emotion for me. Even short pieces of happy or sad music can affect me. Music brings me memories. This means that sometimes we can understand the emotion of a piece of music just for a second. Our music choices can predict our personality. And think about this. Music is everywhere around us. In the car, in the movie we watch, in the ads when we watch TV, in the restaurants we visit. Music also benefits you in many ways. These benefits include mental and benefits such as reducing stress, improving mood, helping depression, and improving memory. There are also physical benefits to music. The brain can even improve by listening, so can our mental and physical health. Music can even be used to boost our mood. However, we have to know which type of music is most beneficial for us. In Bulgarian history, music serves as a reminder of the greatest deeds of the heroes from the past. When the writing didn't exist, music has preserved our nationality. So until today, history is remembered thanks to the folk songs that were spread only by singing. To conclude, I would just like to say, dear music, thanks for always clearing my head, healing my heart, and lifting my spirits. Thank you.
Wow, that's an interesting thought, and your view is totally right. Music is attached to our emotions. I'll go to our next participant, Tony.
Well, music is, in my opinion, not built just for the business, and it's built as an art as well. It's true though that nowadays music is very influential, not only to the ear but also to the eye, and people get dragged into what the artists do and how they dress and how they act and what they use, and that's the way it's used as a business. But I personally like not what people listen to now, the modern stuff. I like Pink Floyd a lot, so to say, and I like Deep Purple. I like old bands as well, but I also like some rap as well. And Pink Floyd relaxes me a lot. It just makes me feel good and takes me to a happy place. And that's why I believe music should make everyone feel. It should take them to some special place and should make them relax and calm down and feel some special emotion, and not for the money. So that's what I have to say. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Well, that's interesting. If I would ask, who is your favorite rapper
Who's
in
my
all
favorite
times?
rapper of all time? Well, I like Biggie Smalls a lot, and I also like Souls of Mischief, which is hip hop from the 90s, if you listen to it. And I like From the Dubious a lot, but they're a little band.
Nice. I also like Biggie Smalls anyway. He has some nice music.
But I like Playboy Cardi, and I know you like Playboy Cardi too.
Nice, interesting. So let's go to our next participant, Nina.
Music unites people, inspires them on a daily basis, and brings them joy. I would say that music is the color of our everyday lives. When I hear a certain song, I feel like I can see the soul of the person who created it. Today's topic is really interesting because the music is a phenomenon which connects people from all around the world. The business has always been a part of it, and the image of the artist as well, especially nowadays. It matters how the artist looks, how he dresses. Nicely looking artists are far more popular than less attractive ones. Some people say that today's music is only business, but I think that is not entirely true. There's still an actual music made by motivated and inspired people. The problem is that the mediocre artists perform with no emotion. They try to simulate talent and rely that they will accomplish perfection by post-editing the record in the studio. On the other hand, there are artists that are true to themselves, make their own things, and still are worldwide popular. For example, Ed Sheeran. If I have to sum up my opinion on today's topic in one sentence, it will be: the business starts where the love for making music stops being a way of existence. And now I want to tell a short story about music. This is something really personal, but I'm sure you can all relate to it. My dad traveled a lot for work, and when I was younger, I loved joining his trips all around the country. In the car, he always listened to music, and there are certain songs that are so printed in my mind from back then that when I hear them now, I immediately have a flashback, and I can truly see myself sitting next to him singing along, and I can even see the road and everything else around. These memories are so dear to me, and I'm grateful for them. The point is that the music has huge impact in our lives, whether we realize it or not. That's all.
Wow, that was so touching because the way you've said it is really interesting and the imagination is wild. Thank you for that view. I'm inviting our new participant, Viara.
Thanks. I think music impacted my life even before I could realize it, because when I was 5 years old, I started playing the piano. It's funny because I couldn't afford to have a piano at home back then, and I was training on a toy at first. When I became a little more advanced, my teacher's father made a cardboard keyboard for me. So it was my perseverance and imagination that allowed me to succeed in what I was doing. As time passed by, I had different piano teachers. Each and every one of them gave me something valuable as a lesson, not only in terms of music, but also things I could not have learned about myself without them. And most importantly, I found great comfort in hearing music I played with my own hands. There's a certain amount of satisfaction you get from that, and nothing could replace it. I am no writer, but even if I was, I'm not sure I could have found the correct words to express it, because it's more of a feeling that's not possible to be understood if you haven't experienced it yourself. Maybe the thing that amazes me the most is the memory your hands possess. When you start playing, your fingers move by themselves, as if they're not connected to your body. Your mind starts floating and roaming around, all your senses start working, because the only thing that exists right now is the music. There's no better way to feel a piece of music than to play it yourself. Even if you're listening to the finest musicians performing it, you wouldn't be able to comprehend its inner workings, all these little notes that fall into place so perfectly, its dynamics, its beauty. And somehow this makes the human almighty. Now he's the alloy that joins reality and divinity. And that's how music impacted my life, by making me feel like, even for a brief moment, I can get closer to something much greater than myself.
Well, interesting. Production is key to you, and I wish you continue playing music through your own hands.
Yes, I definitely will.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Mugambe nti omwagala Katonda yamanyi kikyaletenkera tuli misubaawa akabiriti kamuli mu ngalo atukoleza n'asiikiriza embuyaga zireme okutuzikkiza ekiseera kirituuka alituzikiza oyo ekiseera kirituuka alituzikiza oyo tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa bitukirize mu bwangu bino bye tulimu nga si byangu tuli misubaawa ensi gye tulimu tugifuluma mu mangu atukoleza n'asiikiriza embuyaga zireme okutuzikizaako ekiseera kirituuka alisongola omumwa ng'omufuuyi w'olwa atuzikize ekiseera kirituuka alituzikiza oyo tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutumirwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa ekiseera kirituuka alisongola omumwa ng'omufuuyi w'olwa atuzikize.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
alituzikiza oyo tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa tuli misubaawa gwake kikyatutonderwa kukondebwa tuli mitsubawa twake tichakukondebwa tuli mitsubawa twake tichakukondebwa twake tichakukondebwa tuli mitsubawa twake tichakukondebwa tuli mitsubawa twake tuli mitsubawa twake tuli mitsubawa twake tuli mitsubawa twake tuli mitsubawa twake.
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Hey, I hope you can hear me loud and clear. How would I present myself in a few words? Well, my name is Maurice Kiria. I'm 32 years old, originally and living in Uganda, that's in East Africa. I'm a city-born in the city of Kampala. And I'm a musician, an actor, and a businessman. Music means a lot to me because it's how I communicate. It's how I really put my ideologies out there. I like to think I'm a deep thinker and a very open-minded person. I can be quite contradictory to some of my beliefs, so I put that in music as a way of communicating what I think of the world and love in that matter. And some of my inspirations for creating music was my family, because I come from a very musical family. All my siblings are into music, they're very famous, but also my mother was very much into music. My dad loved music, so the house was always filled with instruments and a lot of singing. They would take us to parties to sing, and when I realized that this is one way that I could put my feelings out there, it was a getaway, a way of expressing myself as a person. I was inspired by just that power of music. The way I stay motivated and driven and to still be true to my music is actually pretty simple. It's to never believe that I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. Because the minute you think you figured it all out, you stop learning. So every other day I work as if I'm an upcoming musician. I mean, every day I remind myself to have a book that focuses on just scribbling things that I need to achieve as a musician, want to achieve as a business. I have a section where I just follow up on myself, developing who I am as a person. So those are the things that motivate me. The more you dwell deeper into what can be made possible, you realize that you're just a little drop in the ocean, and that motivates me. Where do I think music stops and business begins? Before any business, there has to be a passion. If you're not passionate about something, even though you have the business acumen for it, there's a chance you might not deliver 100% of what you do. And people can relate to you when you're fake. People can see that you don't exactly feel what you're selling to them. Before you sell anything to anyone, you have to sell it to yourself first. You have to believe in the product. So to answer the question, where does music stop and business begin? After the passion comes the business. I take care of the passion and stay true to the music. I sell it to myself before anyone buys it. And what is the impact of my music in the society? I wouldn't want to speak for myself, because that would be like blowing my own trumpet. But if I must, I would say, having done this for over 15 years, I think my music has managed to inspire and motivate and create a new urban culture with the young people. Because when I started, I was the only young guy who was doing what I was doing. Every other musician was way older than me. People didn't think that young people belonged in the music industry, and here I came with a guitar on my back, singing things that people didn't expect young people to actually have into their emotions. And to see so many young people today who are emulating some of the styles that I did then when people didn't think they were anything, it shows me that whatever we do today reflects on somebody's life, and if you do it positively, you leave a positive impact. So I would like to believe that I've been a positive impact on the music scene in Uganda. And because I want to keep going, I do know that if I keep dwelling into the unknown, I'll be able to not only inspire myself or build myself, but possibly inspire someone out there who wants to achieve what I've achieved and better.
I know you heard it all before, but this is new from long ago. We ever knew that we would be apart. I still hear your voice, but where is your heart? We were young, so we loved, chasing butterflies through the fields. The world is colder now, it was warmer then. Can we go back to when we used to lay down and watch horses in the sky? Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. And watch horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. Although we're far apart, I still remember all the love we had. I was to be your king, and you were to be my queen. We were wild and free, we were free to dream. But you said goodbye in the saddest way. A silent stare from across the room. But your memory lingers on. Oh, yeah. When you hear this song, yeah. Please remember the horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. What horses in the sky? Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. Horses in the sky. And what horses in the sky? Lay down and watch horses in the sky. Could we just lay down and watch horses in the sky?
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria. You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Yalina muzeeye yali ajjula obukambwe nga buli bwandaba ng'awagala ekyambe. Kyekyangobeeye busabala, kyekyangobeeye busabala, kyekyangobeeye busabala, kyekyangobeeye busabala. Muzeeyi yali mulodi w'e Busabala okuva ebuvanjuba bwebuba paka ebugwanjuba ng'abanoonya abasajja baloko difensi mikwano gya muzeeyi wa Sofia guli omukwano gwali gujja kunzisa nga njiribayiriba ne Sofia obulamuze yali yajjula obukambwe nga buli wandaba ng'awagala ekyambe Busabala batula ku ntebe nze ne bampa omukeeka ekyangobeye busabala nze omwana w'omuntu ne bampita enswera ekyangobeye busabala Sofia ekimuli kye busabala obulamuze yali yajjula obukambwe nga buli bwandaba ng'awagala ekyambe kyekyangobeye busabala ekyangobeye busabala batula ku ntebe nze ne bampa omukeeka ekyangobeye busabala nze omwana w'omuntu ne bampita enswera ekyangobeye busabala Sofia ekimuli kye Sofia oyo Sofia ekimuli kye busabala
You're listening to ARTCAST from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Yes. To sum up everything, music is the most powerful sound there is, oftenly and appropriately deployed. It sticks to your mind and somehow, somewhere you recognize it and then you relate to it somewhere. Thank you for listening.
Проектът се реализира с финансовата подкрепа на програма Еразъм+ на Европейски съюз. Ключова дейност 2 – развитие капацитет на работниците в областта на младежта. The project is carried out thanks to the financial support of the European program Erasmus+, Key Action 2 Capacity Building in the Field of Youth.